Here with wide receiver Jaren Mitchell. The Demons getting ready to go to Montana to open the 2022 season. And Jaren, you have a very unique designation. You're one of many transfers on this team, but you're the only Demon player, I should say, who's been to the state of Montana. Have you been playing travel guide at all during camp or answering questions about playing there?
For sure. I would say I definitely have been warning the guys about altitude. That's definitely a big difference, especially coming from Louisiana, going up to Montana and playing in the mountains. So the adjustment that we're going to have to make is something that we're going to have to just be able to run with when we get up there. I mean, it's definitely going to play an effect, but at the end of the day, it's a mind thing. As long as we just go out and do the things that we need to do and just play fast, I think we won't even have to worry about it.
You're a Dallas area kid. You went to Northern Colorado. First time for you to go up there, how long did it take you to adjust to the altitude? And I know it's maybe a little higher. I'm not sure what the elevation between the two are.
So definitely leaving Dallas and going to Colorado was a huge adjustment for me. I would say it took me a couple of weeks actually to get adjusted to elevation and altitude and everything. But I feel like once I was able to get there and get a feel for it, when I was able to leave and go home back to Dallas, there was a lot of advantages for me. I was able to breathe, and my lung capacity was definitely built up for being in the altitude and everything like that. But leaving Colorado to go to Montana was even more of a jump for us too, because the altitude and elevation is also higher in Montana than it was in Colorado. So it was an adjustment for us too. Definitely going to be a bigger adjustment coming from Louisiana going to Montana, but I'm just hoping that I have some type of lung capacity still built up from my trips to Montana and my time spent in Colorado.
You just mentioned it. Now, you've played at Montana State. You've never played in Missoula, but you have played against the University of Montana when you were at Northern Colorado. What do you remember about that program in terms of being a measuring stick for an FCS program?
I mean, I think the rank speaks for itself. Very disciplined team all around, all three phases. You got special teams, offense, defense, just very well coached. And they're going to come out and they're going to do what they're coached to do and what they're capable of doing. I'm very excited for the matchup. I feel like we'll match up pretty well against them. I believe that if we go out and play our game, I don't think that there's anybody that can stop us, and I truly believe that. I'm excited for this team and what all we will accomplish going throughout this season.
Kind of touched on it there, the adjustments you're going to have to make, the adjustments you've made. It's an adjustment coming here, I imagine. You've had a spring, you've had a fall now. How do you feel the adjustment from you coming from Northern Colorado to Northwestern has gone?
I would say mentally I've made a huge jump. I overcame a lot of adversity within my time there, and coming here has kind of helped me out a lot. Not just like the football standpoint, but from the guy standpoint. I mean, I enjoy being around my teammates, especially my position group. Love those guys. And just being able to come out and compete and have fun, I feel like that's something that I've overcome, especially coming from UNC. I mean, I love my time there and enjoy being there as well, but I feel like here I'm able to be more of myself, and I'm able to fly around and have fun and compete at the level that I know I'm capable of, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
Again, a bit of a unique position in that you're a veteran but also a newcomer, but you've gone through several openers before. How do you balance the excitement? Because I know you're fired up to get out there and play, but with also knowing you've got to remain somewhat calm, play with emotion, but kind of walk that borderline.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a lot of emotion, especially going up to a week one. Everybody's going to be excited, but at the end of the day, we have to remember we're going up there to handle business. We have a job to do. We're trying to go up there and take care of business, so ultimately it's just you have to have a happy medium. Definitely still be excited about going up there and playing, as you should be. I mean, it's our game one. We've been going back and forth with the defense for weeks, and I know for myself, I'm tired of seeing them, so I'll be excited to finally face off against another opponent. But like I said, it's just balancing the two. Still having fun with it, but also knowing that like we're here for a reason. We're here for a purpose, and we got to do that.
Coach Laird touched on it a little bit. He's had kind of a three-word mantra: win the trip. Obviously you want to win the game, but when he says win the trip, what does that mean to you?
I believe it's just taking care of business throughout the whole trip, not just the game. When it comes to us leaving early, we're going to be up there. At the time that we get to go out there and practice, we need to take those things seriously. The time that we get to meet as groups, the times we get to watch film, and even the time that we spend by ourselves. It's your time for recovery, your time to go over your film, study your notes, and just prepare yourself the best way you can. And I believe what he means by that is just handling yourself as professional, taking care of business throughout the whole trip, not just during the game.
Jaren, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.